In movies, cavemen are portrayed as dim-witted brutes who spend their time stomping around in loincloths, chasing woolly mammoths and occasionally clubbing each other over the head. But these Hollywood cavemen have little in common with our actual Paleolithic ancestors. The truth is that our hunter-gatherer ancestors were highly skilled, resourceful and intelligent humans who had developed impressive abilities to survive in a wide variety of environments. They had sophisticated knowledge of plants, animals, and the landscape, and used this knowledge to develop new technologies and techniques for hunting and gathering food. They also created complex tools, shelters, and clothing, and engaged in intricate social interactions with each other. So let's forget everything Hollywood has taught you about cavemen and explore what our ancestors actually did all day long. Welcome to my channel. Join me to uncover the secrets of prehistoric people, places, and artifacts. Each week, we bring you new episodes exploring the incredible world of the human past. Before we begin, remember to hit that subscribe button. Your support helps us to keep bringing you these free educational videos. A typical day in the life of a Paleolithic human would have started with sunrise, which would have been an important part of their daily routine. Many modern humans wake up at sunrise too, although perhaps not so much because it's healthy or natural. Many of us just happen to be slaves to our alarm clocks. But until the invention of alarm clocks, our ancestors woke up with the sun. Throughout history, many cultures have developed their own methods of telling the time, such as sundials and water clocks. But before any of those, our Paleolithic ancestors simply observed the position of the sun in the sky. The rising and setting of the sun was so important to them that some researchers believe they may have even invented a primitive type of calendar to track the cycles of the seasons. But what exactly did they do once they got up? Well, that would depend on a number of factors, including the season, the availability of food, and the needs of their group. For example, during the summer months when food was plentiful, they may have spent more time gathering berries, nuts, and fruits. Whereas during the winter months, when food was scarce, they would have spent more time hunting animals. While hunting and gathering food was undoubtedly a major part of their daily routine, it wasn't necessarily the only thing they did. In fact, recent research suggests that hunting and gathering accounted for no more than 2 to 3 hours per person per day. The rest of the day was likely filled with a variety of other activities. For example, making and maintaining tools was an important part of their daily routine. These tools were essential for their survival as they allowed them to cut, scrape, and process animal hides into leather for clothing and shelter. They also used tools to dig up roots and tubers and to process wood for building fires and creating shelters. Making and maintaining tools would have required a significant amount of time and skill, but it was an essential part of their daily routine. Another important part of their daily routine was the construction and maintenance of shelters. Although popular culture has convinced us that all Paleolithic people lived in caves, the vast majority actually lived in simple huts made of wood and thatch, or sometimes large communal structures made of mammoth bones. These shelters provided protection from the elements and were an essential part of their survival, especially during the harsh winter months. So building and repairing them would have taken up a good portion of their day. Perhaps surprisingly, a great deal of time was also spent looking after children. It seems that parenting was a full-time job and childcare was a communal responsibility. Young children needed constant supervision and care, and older children were often given tasks to complete. This meant that a significant portion of the day was spent on child rearing. In addition to these practical tasks, our ancestors also found time for leisure activities such as playing games and socializing. Games such as hide and seek and tag were popular, as were more complex games involving strategy and skill. Socializing was also an important part of their daily routine. They lived in small groups of around 20 to 50 people and spent a lot of time together. They would have spent time talking, joking, and sharing stories. as well as participating in religious and spiritual ceremonies. During the summer months, when food was plentiful, our ancestors may have spent more time on decorative arts, such as painting and sculpting. They created beautiful works of art that decorated their shelters and personal belongings, as well as more portable art forms, such as cave paintings. These paintings were often done on cave walls, but could also be found on rocks and pieces of portable stone. They depicted a variety of subjects, including animals, plants, and geometric patterns, and are thought to have had both religious and ceremonial purposes. It is important to note that while these activities may seem like a stark contrast to the rugged image of the stereotypical caveman, they are actually quite similar to the daily activities of many modern humans. For example, many people spend a significant portion of their day working, just as our ancestors did. And many people also find time for leisure activities and socializing, despite having busy schedules. And of course, let's not forget that our ancestors were also creative and artistic, just like many of us. Overall, the daily life of a Paleolithic human was likely a mix of hard work and leisure, just like today. They worked hard to find food, create tools, and build shelters, but they also found time to relax, socialize, and express their creativity. And while it's easy to imagine them spending all day stomping around in the forest chasing animals, the truth was that they were highly skilled and intelligent humans who had developed sophisticated techniques and strategies for hunting, gathering, and surviving in a wide variety of environments. So what do you think? Was life better in the Stone Age than you thought? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out our other videos for more fascinating insights into the world of the human past. Thanks for watching.